You always remember your mates, those who lie on foreign soil, and the ones around our own country. It's always in the back of your mind. I was 6 years old when we come here, 31, in Aratoa Street, down the other end of the bar, not far from the Utuna River. There was no taps in the bar. Everybody got their water from the river. Nice, clean, clear water. Plenty of hot water from the bar. And of course our steam hangies used to cook all our kai in there, put the breakfast in the night time, go and pick it up in the morning. Oh, there was a lot of activity for children, and all the elders kept us in line. My mother never whistled, but she always had a stick. She'd tell us to go and get a stick to hit us with. And we get a little one, she'd tell us to go and get a bigger one. She was a great mother. My mother sent me to Sunday school. While my mates played games in the park, I had to go to Sunday school. Yeah. I really hated it, but Mum hounded me to go. We had a crabby old teacher, Miss Ballstroke. She was like a sergeant major. But this is one of the best things ever happened to me. Well, it put me on the right road. First school I went to was the St. Mary's Convent, right way down the end there. We used to walk all the way from here. Every child who went to school those days were taught that when they leave school they had to get a job. Now they go on a benefit. It's shocking. They should be all working instead of living in halfway houses. The government opened the Waipa Mill, and I was on night shift up there. I was printing the fern in black on stamping on the box for butter boxes for England. The recruiting officer was we're packing savers now. Gosh, I was about 15, I think, 15 or 16. And I went down there and they told me to come back when I'm 21. Yeah, and I got in the third time. And when I left for overseas, I was 17. They called all the Maori boys from all the other units. They decided to make a second Maori battalion. We boarded New Amsterdam, went to Port Tewfik. It's on this entrance to the canal, Suez Canal. We moved to a place called Burgle Arab, and we trained over there, just out of Cairo. Then we marched from there, from Cairo to Alexandria. Marched at night, rested during the day. And then we boarded the ship to Italy. The Sangro River was our first engagement. And then Osornia. The Americans had already had a go at Casino. And then they called the 2nd New Zealand Division to go around there. And that's the attack on Casino. If you have a look at all the wars the world's had, it's never solved anything. And they're still trying to get World War III going. That's not right. Thousands and thousands of civilians get killed. Women, men, women and children have their lives cut off. And it's none of their fault. fault of the warmongers. I suppose it's money. Somebody makes money out of war. We came home in 42nd, got off at the station, marched through the main street down to this meeting house here. Had a big welcome outside here on the marae. Met all our next of kin and the rest of the tribe. It was very moving. After a few years not seeing them, my mother had died. In 1939 she died, the year the war started. And I was hoping my great-grandmother would be alive when I got home, but she died in 41, I think. It was hard. It was hard adapting to civil life again. But it had to happen. In the end, we adapted. The battalion battle honours, we haven't got them on our flag yet. And it's over 80 years now since Colonel Henry asked for the battle honours to go on. We're still trying to get it on. They wouldn't give Anna his VC. Instead they gave him, the sword was one of the gifts that was sent out here, presented here on this marae. So they got it out and used it for the investiture. And that didn't count them, but there was a whole heap of people. Big crowd went. Yeah, Willie and I placed the wreath on the unknown soldier. Well, you think of the fellow, the unknown man inside, and you get a flash of people you knew. You know, you get people you knew, you know.